Welcome to NSNBC headquarters in New York. I'm Cameron Crispino, lead anchor here on the station, and I'm here today with a special guest, Robbie Simonton. How do you do? Oh, fantastic, thank you. Okay, I have a couple questions to ask you. Would you be fair and honest in your answers?
I will.
Oh, very good, very good. Okay, first question. What organizations helped the civil rights movement?
Well, this is a very good question. It's a question that I get asked a lot. My answer would have to be the NAACP, or the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People.
What did the NAACP do that was so critical, so important during this time period?
Well, the NAACP filed lawsuits against the government, fighting for the equality of education for African Americans.
Very good. You know they were so discriminated against back then.
Yes.
Do you think they could have done more to help the African Americans?
I think that they did the best they could, considering that was the peak of the Jim Crow laws.
Oh, but they were so poorly treated. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, you see, the Jim Crow laws were essentially segregation laws. In other words, that black and whites were just, they were apart for everything. Go in the bathroom, white, black. Go into the fountain, white, black. And essentially, African Americans did not feel like they're being treated well. So the NAACP thought, they rightly thought that African Americans should get their equal part in the society.
Fair enough. I asked you to be honest, and you were. Thank you. I'm Cameron Crispino. Oh, welcome back. I'm Cameron Crispino, here with our next guest, Davis Coates. How do you do?
Good, Cameron.
Very well, thank you. Davis Coates is an African-American history professor. Can I tell you, Coates, I'm fascinated by what you do.
Well, thank you.
Oh, thank
Means
you.
a lot.
Okay, first question for this interview today. Did white men have any consequences?
They really didn't back in the day, no. They could get away with basically anything.
Why is that?
Well, obviously the white population was a lot more advantaged than the colored.
Very true.
And this led them to get away with more.
Thank you. Can you recall the first case a white man was convicted for a crime against a black man?
Well, there were no formal cases like this. See, it started with a group of white men would go out and harass and attack a group of black men going to church.
Man, why were they never convicted for these crimes, even if they were clearly happening in our world today?
Well, see, the part of it was the court was white, so society would just know that they would probably end up being safe. And even if it was taken to court, the jury would just let them go.
Horrific how things turned out back then.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
This is Cameron Crispino. Hi, I'm Cameron Crispino, here with our final guest, Go and Nosy. How you doing, Go?
Hi, good, Cameron.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Very well. Okay, I have a few questions for you. Would you answer them for me?
Of course, of course.
My first question is, what events led to the civil rights movement?
Well, actually, it all started in 1857 with the Supreme Court's decision of giving blacks no rights like not being able to vote and such. So that's where it all started.
How did it continue? Is it like still going on today?
Well, now blacks actually have rights to do a lot of stuff now, but blacks cannot get employed, get a house, be able to vote, or all sorts of things. They had to share public restrooms and such.
Wait, was it really that harsh?
Yes, it was. Like
What?
in public facilities, they had to be separated from the whites and the whites, blacks. They had separate bathrooms and such.
That is harsh.
Yes.
Thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you.